So here we are again. Day's Tuesday, I think it is, isn't it? The weather isn't so good. Been odd showers and all, but we're coming on. But I'm late here today. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. I'll tell you what, I've had the best couple of hours going around. A friend of mine wanted to go up to a place called Ale Plants. Well, I've been up there quite a few times, you know. They're absolutely friendly, fantastic, lovely setup. Going indoors there, everything that you can think of, they got. If you're coming from Cameron or Druth Way, down by Little's there, turn left, go up Guildford Road. And then up where the dog place is, right opposite that is where they are. Drive down the little road and you'll see them. They're open from 9 till 5 Mondays to Saturdays, and then Sundays they're 10 till 4. But like you said, if you're in there buying stuff, he ain't going to shut the door up. I tell you that now. Everything. My friend went, he couldn't believe it. Well, we spent, say, 2 hours up there. Prices was excellent. It reminded me of my place, like my cousin, Martin Empton, if anybody knew Martin, that little place up Islands. Exactly the same. Fantastic. Everything you can think of. See, for cacti, for vegetables, well, bushes, trees, all sorts, whatever, you know. The range is fantastic. That's all I can say. I'm here moving around, I'm sorry. Ain't nothing wrong with me, but I'm all right. Now also, so don't forget, Ale Plants. Now also, on Facebook this week, some young lady put a photo of me with two great friends. Well, they're great friends of mine, but sadly, poor Albert. It was Albert and his wife Patricia, we call Pat, and myself. Well, I'm going back now 30 years, maybe 40 years, I don't know, sometime. Because Pat now, they moved back up country, up near Liverpool way somewhere. And they put it on Facebook, and it was fantastic. And I just want to say, Pat, look after yourself. We still think about it. We talk about all the fun times we had. Marvellous. And they'll always be here, you know, when we're bringing up with my little children too. They think of you very fondly. And thank you, Andrea, for putting it on. Now, I better do a little bit of story here, or else I'll be running out of time. This is an Herbert Lean one. All right. Stop picking out the currants and eating them, Richard Henry, says Mother, as she was mixing them a bowl of flour to make cake. For Aunt Lisa and Uncle John were coming to tea. I do say there's nothing like making cake for cleaning your hands. You ought to have seen mine when I started. Not beastly they was. Is Aunt Lisa older than Uncle John? Oh, don't know about that, replied Feather. But she got more brains. Why, last time they was here, he couldn't find his hat when he was going home. And he hadn't upon his head, he did. He would have gone home without him if she didn't tell him where it was. Now, says Mother, Richard Henry, I want ye to behave fitty. Leave the company. See, you've been brought up nice. Uncle John got great whiskers like a cat, said Richard Henry. Don't you dare make fun of your uncle. I'll have you know his father was a soldier and lost a leg at Waterloo. Which platform, says Richard Henry. That made Mother laugh so much she had to sit down. I don't see nothing to laugh at, says Feather, for it don't matter what the difference which platform 'twas. Well, time was getting on. Go on and light the fire in the front room, Feather. People don't eat as much when the room is hot. Can't Richard Henry do it? He's getting a big boy now. Besides, who's boss here anyhow? No, he's changed, says Mother. Richard Henry, you get your coat all gaggled with door, scrape him off at once. I only got enough to make one cake. Feather got some sticks and coal and pepper and went into the front room, and Mother got on with the bacon. After a time, Mother remarked, Feather gone some quiet. Runners in see what's he doing. Oh, he's reading the newspaper, said Richard Henry. I can see him through the keyhole. Father started singing, For men must work and women must weep. Can anybody smell anything burning? That's my cake. 'Tis all your fault. I know something was going to happen, says Mother. Last night I dreamed I saw a little bird. Hark, what's all that row in the front room? In rushed Richard Henry. 'Tis a jackdaw come down the chimney. Room was covered with soot as the jackdaw picking the currants up out of the buns. My dream is out. Catch him, Father, catch him. Easier said than done, Father. He made a grab at the bird and scat over a jam jar filled with flowers. The crow by this time had climbed up on Grandmother's photo on the wall. Keep us quiet and I'll have him. Doesn't he scat Grandmother down, says Mother, or she'll come back and auntie. Leave sleeping dogs lie, I'd say. Feather crept after the poor frightened crow, and just as he grabbed him, he fell over the cat with the photo on top of him. I got him, he shouted. Hold on to him, said Richard Henry. But the bird flapped his wings, dived his beak into feathers, and he flew straight through one of the window panes with a crash. He come in by himself and didn't want no help. Whatever shall we do? Look upon all my best things. Shut up, there's somebody knocking, says Mother. 'Tis they now, 'tis. Don't answer the door. Keep quiet. Got to answer the door. I'll go, said he. So he opened the door, and there stood a little boy with a note which read, Sorry, we can't come to tea, for the sow is in trouble again. Love from Aunt Lisa and Uncle Joe. Father started to sing. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. This is a little quick one here now. If I had the power to turn back the clock, go back to the house at the end of the block. The house that was home when I was a kid. I know that I'd loved it more now than I did. If I could go back there at my mother's knee and hear once again all the things she told me, I'd listen as I'd never listened before, for she knew so well just what life had in store. And all the advice that my dad used to give, his voice I'll remember as long as I live. But it didn't seem really important then, what I'd give to live it all over again. And what I would give for the chance I once had to do so much more for my mother and dad, to give them joy and a little less pain, a little more sunshine, a little less rain. But the years roll on and we cannot go back, whether we're born in a mansion or shack. But we can start right now, in the hour that's here, to do something more for the ones we hold dear. And since time in its flight is travelling so fast, let's not spend it regretting that which is past. Let's make tomorrow a happier day by doing our good unto others today. Thank you very much and take care.